NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. We made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an odd voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once, twice, as though not quite believing the sight before him. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream has started to spread through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without the word, or without a word, the hunter reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. A real life might take some getting used to. A wry smile crossed the mayor's lips. You shall reload in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. Go back to dreaming. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse. Well, we need that, by the way? Can you just give it to us? NieR and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, muttered Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound weird, but I had a feeling I've seen you before too. NieR tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. A deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Probably not foreshadowing anything at all. Totally. NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. I wish I understood what was going on here. That riddle will prove to be the most difficult one of all. There's a health bar, it's back. Oh, thank you so much. Now we can finally return to our normal life. The words seem so small now. I don't know, because we're so used to the bigger words. This is one of the most bizarre diseases I've ever encountered. I know, and that's why I have to help the other villagers, no matter what. Gotta see worse. Dark execution magic. Summon magical spikes from the ground to impale enemies. Yeah. Saw that in the prologue. Well, for a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort. Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village. You think too much, Weiss. Weird. Okay, that was a weird visual novel section. I don't know. Let me drink some water. It's loud reading. Anything else to say? Huh? Okay. Dash you? Are we still in a dream? I don't even know. I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Man. Expert. Charge it like this. We saw in the... I mean, we saw most of the powers in the prologue, actually. So, there's that, I guess. Probably, every time we get, like, new stuff, we should probably... Where is it? Put some words on it, I guess. And that's also a thing, you know, this word editing thing. Maybe that's also related to what we saw just then, you know? Somehow, I guess words have power and somebody was controlling the story somehow. Literally destroying the fourth wall, I guess. Let's see, is there like, yeah, just a quick best words, you know? Just do it automatically. Instead of like going through all the words and seeing what's good. Yeah, seems like there's people to talk to here. Let me just save real quick, I guess. I think there's a save point right? Yeah, right. Yeah. One of these houses? No? Let's see. Are you in a dream? This must be another person infected by the death dream. It would appear that way, yes. Enter the villager's dream? Another cycle? Okay, is there gonna be no more reading? Alright. Please don't tell me you have to go back in there. I'm no good at what happens in there. Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission. I love you. I love you? What? I don't know, weird. Is that correct translation? I love you? I don't know if that's correct. Maybe that was like sarcastic, I guess? I don't know. I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison is tucked under the stairway in the unused, yeah, again, the words are weird, cut off like that. Long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that seems without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Okay, so I guess this whole entire place is just gonna be like, it's just reading. I say visual novel. It's not really visual. It's just actually just a novel. Actually, there's no like visuals. So it's literally, this is just a novel place. It's just reading. Someone knocks on my prison. Hey, anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my adult mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me! I cry. For the love of all gods, help me! Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired man and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain and I'm forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss. This is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as NieR extends his massive hand and pulls me from the cell. Massive hand. Isn't it? I feel like this is the, like, again. I feel like maybe this part wasn't localized properly because it meant like silver-haired man and massive hand. As far as I know, this NieR, the one we're playing, doesn't have a massive hand. So I think this is like leftovers from the script from Gestalt, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe we are massive. I don't know. Though my eyes were slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are as keen as ever, and I recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear the rain again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my feet and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know that you are weak, but your only hope to survive this place. Time, the long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a mess, twisting upon themselves like an endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed. Oh, I could choose, but I only have one option though. I guess proceed north? At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from into the beds and back again, until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether a scream or laughter I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down. Okay, I have a choice, another choice. East or south? Which way are we facing, you know? We went north and then we came back. You know, going south, we just go back to where we were, I feel like. I don't know. Unless, well, south, I don't know. Let's go east. Let's go east. I squint down the dim corridors. Okay, so I go... Okay, this is hard to imagine because there's no, like, visual, you know, visuals at all. We go east. It's like that way. And then west? West would we just go back, right? So I assume go north? I don't know. Oh, now we have a bunch of options. Well, this is hard. This is like a maze, actually. A full-on maze that we have to figure out on our own. We go east, north. They go north again. At the end of the path, the waters rise to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so I turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on a faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in their prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is stunning. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I'm struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Don't do that, you're gonna be, you know, sucked into the painting. And then you got to collect some stars to get out. Oh, yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I'm gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is a hollow behind the painting. Inside I could just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there will be no rescue. This poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I've been admiring a row of corpses, blocked from view by portraits of each victim by their pinnacle. Okay, so it's like behind every portrait is actually a dead person? Okay. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. Okay, go back. Okay, so we go back. And I wish there was like... I mean, I guess I could just draw, you know, like a piece of paper. But we went north last time. South is like going back. So I guess... west? Try west. At the end of the path, a row of heavy wooden casks lie at their sides in the dark chamber. Doubtless they are filled with wine. My thirst roars to life. I cannot remember the last time my parched throat had relief. I scramble to the first cask and pull frantically at the cork. By the way, where's NieR and Weiss, by the way? Are we just following behind? It's also interesting that this is told, like, I imagine this is told from the first-person perspective of the dreamer, I guess. But, I don't know. You know, the person isn't mentioning us, you know, the actual protagonist of this game. Anyway, I scramble for the close friend of the core. The theft of a few cups means nothing, I tell myself. The cask will be ruined by the flood regardless. Finally, the cork surrenders to my attack, and thick red liquid bursts forth from the hole. Oh yes. This is no wine. It is blood still warm from the body. Whether animal or something else I cannot say. The foul liquid soon mixes with the rising floodwaters, creating a warmth that laps against my thighs. Oh, the gods, are the rest of these casks filled with blood as well? I lack the courage to confirm my suspicion. Disgust quickly becomes fear as I turn to flee, but my weakened legs betray me, sending me toppling over into the red ocean below. Yes. Just snort up all that blood. The smell of death is everywhere. It threatens to consume me. I must escape this hell. Crawling on all fours like an animal, holding back scream lest any foulness enter my mouth, I lurch forth through the red waters out of the room to freedom. This is just like a horror game at this point. Or at least a horror novel, I guess. Well, went north, went south. I think went north, went west. South is probably back the way we came from, so I guess let's go east? The end of the path. I find myself in the great hall with only the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes of their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem of the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, but the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. Or if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There will be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. Okay. West is probably back the way we came from, so I guess let's go north. And this is kind of like, I don't know, is this just Yoko Taro's like old novels that he just put in the game, I feel like, or something like that. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greedily at my mouth and nose. What the? Shouts NieR. Oh, finally. It's like us. NieR. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Weiss, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It's already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Game over. Nani? I guess we were too slow. We actually died. Died in the dream, we died in real life. So I guess, yeah, that was kind of like a weird maze thing. I mean, I guess we can do it again. This time maybe we should go faster. I'm trying to remember though. I don't really remember what the direction is, however. I mean, try again. Let's see. Is it like a skip, you know? Go, go, go. I can hold the button down. Still pretty slow, I feel like. Maybe I go faster if I'm not reading everything, obviously. If you see Nora. And then, you know, you see a bunch of dead bodies. As always, we always see a bunch of dead bodies, I guess. Okay. North, just east. Which way was it? East, north. Okay. So I guess the way to go is east, right? Yeah. And then we see the dining room and everything. So this time we gotta go faster, I imagine. Otherwise, we end up being drowned. There's like a invisible time limit. So I guess north, right? I don't remember exactly. I think north, right? Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Weiss, I slam my body against the thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled in front of the castle. We did it. Okay, that was fast. That was the exit. Just right. It's funny how we lost just right at the exit. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can still see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. Oh, how can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Weiss. And you are a woman, madam? Yes, I am. I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as I exist only in the form of words. So yeah, again, breaking the fourth wall. You can't see anything, you can only see words. I can see that the one known as Nia is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description. But he hides it well. But not in a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castles that awaken to their new life as shades or zombies. Turns out they're all zombies. Well, I see her. I guess she has glasses. You have anything to say about that? I hope there isn't a maze next time. Me too. I was grateful. I mean, I guess she's awake, so she can follow where we are with her head. There you go. That's one dream down. Let's just I would probably save again in case we go to another dream that we might die in once again. I guess we don't have to do this. I assume these are side stories actually, because the big red X on the mini map seems to point, outside the village, so we don't have to do this necessarily. But I don't know. I feel like doing it. Why not? This entire, it's gonna be like just reading. It's gonna be a lot of reading, I guess. Also, this tree is big. Is this the tree that he mentioned, by the way? The tree of whatever. What did he say it was? I forget what it was. It's like the important tree. The big old important tree. Doesn't seem to talk though. Can't enter it and, fight in like a dungeon. Who are you? And another victim. This work certainly is trying. You're a book, Weiss. You're not very good at word stuff. Don't judge a book by its... well, enough chatter, let's be off. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and NieR had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in. Hey Weiss, we keep walking, but those things don't get any closer. I don't get it. Are they really that big? As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. I remember this song in NieR Automata. Perhaps there is some matter of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. Okay, I really like this song. The ancient road on which they walked was black and crack of age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded. Suddenly, he dropped to his knees and slammed his hand against the black surface. "What is this?" he said. "Is this some kind of joke? Well, it's not funny." The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. "A joke," he said. "No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work." "City of art? You just made that up, didn't you?" "Possibly. But think of it in this way, it might make it easier for you to bear." NieR glanced at Weiss's grinning face, cursed silently to himself, and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew ever more painful, his throat drier than he thought possible. There's water, you know? He didn't bring out like a canteen into your dream world? I guess another person's dream world anyway. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. "We are definitely getting closer," said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. "Yes, this much is certain." Encouraged, NieR lifted his gaze. Suddenly, he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. "Water!" he cried. "It's water!" "Water?" asked Weiss. "Preposterous. I don't see any water." "It's right there. Can't you see it? Look, the sun is reflecting off of it." Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded toward the sight. "What the?" There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him, chuckling softly. "I believe this is known as a mirage," he said. "Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things." NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. "Wait, there it is! I just missed it! Look, it's right there!" NieR sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. "I could have swore it was right around here." Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search for it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. "You damn blithering idiot! Stop this at once! There is no water here!" NieR's face clouded. There isn't?" "There is not. Perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much." Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. "However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of art." NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Sculptures. Slow reading, I'm just... I've done, I've went through visual novels on stream before. This is nothing new, but I guess it's just all text, so a little bit makes my throat a little bit dry, The journey was at an end. "They're huge," cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big." Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities end. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected the light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" asked NieR. "Where are the people? Where are the houses?" "Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use." The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works of lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. I mean, well, actually, he's referring to trains and also traffic lights. Is this just like a normal city? I don't know. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick. Many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles were staggering. Is this just like a big city? Or something? I don't know. That's what it seems like. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, something I can understand. Are they triplets? The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of the sculptures, alighting on the statue's shoulder. It emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. Okay, is this another riddle? Or something? I don't know. Yeah, it is another. It's the old, like, you know, this one's telling the truth. This one's telling a lie. I may be telling the truth, or I may be telling a lie. You know, I figure it out or something. I don't know. Okay, so one form is real, one is false. The real one will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said NieR. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real. Or, well, for some reason I thought they were like little girls or something. I don't know. Okay. Please, or I guess they're probably the dreamer, actually. The person who's actually dreaming. So let's see. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's fake, you know. I'm the real one. It's like battle music. Get out of this nightmare. Real. Stop lying. Alpha's a fake. I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta's a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Well, their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state of silence, once again enveloped the city. So do I have to figure this out only from this? I mean, my first instinct is Alpha, right? Because Alpha is the only one that said that I'm real. You know, Beta and Gamma were the ones, you know, saying the other one is fake, right? So I have to figure out, like, logically, I guess. If Beta is telling the truth, that would mean Alpha and Gamma would be lying. So, Gamma is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one here. Yeah, if they was lying, that would be true. Alpha, if they were lying, that would be true. Right? So how about this? What if I say Alpha is the one that's real? If Alpha is the real one, then Beta should be lying and Gamma should be lying too. But then, I kinda don't get it though, because then that would be true too, right? I don't know, maybe they'll give another sentence, but just from these sentences, it's hard to tell who's the real one, you know? One of them is saying the truth, 2 of the other ones are telling the truth, you know, lying. Everyone knows I'm the real one. There's no lying. Everyone knows I'm the real one. Gamma is saying the truth. Well, it can't be Gamma. Like if it's Gamma, if Gamma's the real one, you know, if Gamma's saying the truth, then it can't be true because then Alpha would be lying and Beta would be lying, but Beta just said that Alpha's a fake, so that would be a truth. But it can't be the truth. It has to be lying if Gamma's the real one. So it can't be Gamma. Something is Alpha or Beta. I don't know, we'll see. Is there gonna be more, like, they're gonna say more stuff? Because it seems like there isn't. Let's see. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Weiss. NieR furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies. Okay, so we do have to figure it out just from those sentences. Alpha said, "Help me. I'm the real one. Please help me." Beta said, "No, Alpha's a fake. I'm the only real one here. I'm the real one here. Alpha's a fake, you know." And Gamma is kind of like, "No, Beta's a fake. I'm the only real one here." And we eliminated Gamma for sure. Because if Gamma was the truth, then Beta can't be telling the truth, even though they would be if it was a lie. It can't be that. So either Alpha and Beta. I have to rethink this. Maybe I missed something, but Beta said like, "Alpha's the fake, you know. I'm the real one. Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one." Alpha said, "Please help me. I'm the real one." Gamma said, "Beta's a fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one." Fake one, you know. The Beta said only fake one? Maybe I missed it. Because maybe they said only fake? No, it's just Alpha's a fake one. All Alpha said was like, "Help me, I'm the real one. Help me, I'm the fake one." Or I'm the real one, rather. It's battle music. I like that, I like that. Either Alpha or Beta. Can't. Probably miss it. I probably should have looked at the sentence longer. You know. I can't go back. Can I say I don't have a clue? Well, if I press I don't have a clue. Either we just die or Weiss gives us a hint or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. Beta said, "Alpha is a fake one. I'm the real one." If that's true, if Beta's telling the truth, it would mean Alpha's lying and Gamma's lying. Gamma lying would work. Everyone knows I'm the real one, which is false. And Alpha would be, I'm the real one. Being false would be true. Or it would be, it would like work. If Alpha was the real one, I'm the real one, And Beta's kind of like, Alpha's a fake, I'm the real one. That would be a lie. Gamma would be, no, Beta's the fake one. Oh, no, okay, okay. For some reason my brain didn't consider this, but actually, yeah, if Gamma said Beta's the fake one, then that would be the truth. But that wouldn't work if Alpha was the real one. I'm just like, okay, so it has to be Beta. Because if you say Alpha, it wouldn't work, because then it would be two truths. And it wouldn't work for Gamma either, because it would be two truths again. So it can only be Beta, because it's one truth and two lies. It's the only one that makes logical sense. It has to be Beta. Hopefully. I'm picking Beta. The real one is Beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, it was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. "If Alpha were telling the truth," began Weiss in the dry tones of a lecturer, "Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real." Assuming the bird told the truth, I guess. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. "Congratulations, villager," said Weiss in a cheerful voice. "The time to awaken has arrived." "Thank you for saving me," cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Weiss. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could ever been to a place like this, but at the same time I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered NieR, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Okay, it's interesting though. This is interesting lore because this, like, you know, city of art probably is the same city we saw in the very beginning of the game, the prologue, right? It's just like a city of concrete, you know? Like a typical modern city. And also, deja vu, because it seems like when the mayor we saw before in his dream, the one in the one in the cottage in the mist, it seems like that mayor. Well, we'll see. I guess we'll see. I don't know yet. I don't want to like speculate yet. But it seems like there's a connection, I guess. And probably there's a connection to the castle as well. So these dreams are not just dreams, probably. But anyway. The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind. Oh, there we're back. Okay, that was terrible. I am positive I've seen that place before. Well, excuse me. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right? Yes. But the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I've had enough wordplay to last a lifetime, thank you very much. Yeah, I agree. Well, let's go see the mayor. Okay. As it turns out, there's only like, 2 villagers? I don't know. You'd think there'd be more, but there's just 2. I guess it would probably be tedious if there was more, more dreams to dive in and everything. I think 3 in total is good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Here, I have something for you. One-handed sword, faith. This looks expensive. I can really have this? Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it. Well, thank you very much. Thank you again for everything. I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time. What happens if we talk? Do we get stuck in another dream or something? Okay. We have an option to talk about, but is it just normal talking, or is it just diving into the dream again? Even though they're cured and everything, right? I don't know. Let me just save. Because, I mean, probably maybe there's an option to like just go back to the dream and experience it once more or something. Like New Game Plus. That's what I imagine, because, they give you an option there. I kind of don't want to retread old steps because it's going to be, tedious to go back. Let's check out the weapon first. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, press down on D-pad. Yeah, it's a katana. It's literally a katana. I can add like, let's see. What best words? Item drop. I don't want an item. I want a attack power. Actually, do I have a better one? I don't think I... No, that's drop right. Yeah, it's just Pa. And let's see. Usually I want to put like a Satisfed, Paralyzed, or something. I usually put Pa and Asher or whatever. Pa and Souls, I guess they're the same thing. Is it stronger though? Let me double check. It's not. Looks cool though. Yeah, even though like the Beast Bane is supposed to be heavier, this one's supposed to be very light. Doesn't seem like there's much difference in terms of like speed. I guess maybe if I upgrade this faith, maybe it's a bit stronger. I don't know. It seems like this weapon though is just OP. It just does the most damage overall. Well, I don't know. I'm assuming we're just gonna be stuck in the jar. I'd rather not do that. We'll just return to the village for now. Maybe I'll Well, maybe I'll check that out later. And see, like, you know, is it like the same thing, or maybe it's actually something different? I don't know. We'll see. We'll go back to the village for now. I wonder if we have to go back or something later to do more side quests. Oh, here's Kane. Oh yeah, the Kane didn't go in, by the way. So how was the village? Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words, really. That's good. Let's go back to Popula. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there. Okay. Funny how Kane was just waiting outside the whole time. You think there'd be like a dungeon or something to like fight monsters, but no, it was just all a dream. Did like a weird dream sequence, I guess. You know, in a typical video game, when you would have those like weird dream sequences, it would be like, you know, at least a cutscene, or like, I guess the equivalent of like a walking simulator, you know, or whatever. It's gonna be like a weird trippy dream and you're just controlling the character while weird things are happening, I guess, and just walk forward. But this game is just, you know, it's just reading, I guess. A bunch of reading. Which, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't mind it, I guess, because, you know, I'm used to, like, visual novels. I can read things. But, definitely a weird choice, because you think when you're, like, when you're playing a video game, especially because that was part of the main quest and everything, I don't imagine the typical gamer, I guess, will have the patience to, like, read through a bunch of text. I don't know. I wonder how that was received. I mean, this game in general wasn't all that popular anyway, you know, when it was released, so maybe that was part of it. You know, the game forces you to just read a bunch of text. Oh no! Hello. Hello, Popula. The death dream is such a strange illness. I'm so happy you saved those people. I never seen anything like it. All those words. Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again. Well, thank you very much. Anything else? That's it? Okay. Ah, NieR. Yes? I almost forgot. Yonah was looking for you. Oh? She says she needed something from you. Got it, thank you. Okay. Whee! This is jump off the, you know, the railing. Typical JRPG protagonist. Never take the stairs, just like jump off. We have no time to take stairs. Okay, now, okay, we do have to take stairs, at least over here. There's an invisible wall. Hello, Yonah? What do you need? Are you still dying, Yonah? Probably. He's probably still dying. Technically, it's been 2 months, but that happened, you know, off screen. Probably wasn't, you know, probably not seriously. It wasn't seriously 2 months or anything. It's just a joke. It was a joke. 2 months. Now it's gone. Anyway. Brother! Popula said you need something? Yeah, I really need you to help. What is it? I can only help if you tell me. Then you'll help? Uh-huh. I want you to help my friend. Your friend? Yeah, my friend sent me a letter. Someone wrote you a letter? Who is it? Are you jealous that you don't get letters? So it's your friend? Yep, he's my friend. It's a boy. Yeah, he's my friend and he's in trouble because he's sick. I know that you and Wisey are the ones who can help him. Wisey? So, tell me about this boy. Are you hand-holding? Because if so, I need to chop off his hands. He lives in this really big house down south. I can only ask you, brother. No, you see. You can't? What do I do? Now is wasting time. I have to focus on curing Yonah's ilk. I can't refuse Yonah. I mean, she might die anyway, you know, and everything, so you might as well make her happy. Okay, I'll see if I can help. Yay! Thank you so much, brother. Hooray. It's ironic that we have an option to say, hey, you know, no more wasting time. I have to focus on curing Yonah's illness and everything. But actually, I spent so much time doing a bunch of side quests that have nothing to do with curing her illness. So, Yonah has a boyfriend. What's wrong, big brother? Your voice is shaking. Shut up, it's not. I have time to go and murder her brother. Because I'm a yandere big brother, I guess. I don't know. Let me go to, well, actually, let me go to Devolva's. Or Devol, I keep saying Devolva for some reason. Devolva. Devolva. Go to Devolva and see if there's any side quests now. Because every time I leave, like, a place, side quests seem to pop up, you know? Like a new place anyway. But have we done all we could? I don't know. I've done like a big chunk of them, you know, already. But, oh, there's really any work for you right now. Come back next time. Alright, I've done all the quests for now anyway. Doesn't seem like there's any other quests to do right now. Oh, you can like hear her song right outside the tavern. Alright, where do you need to go? I guess go to the mansion, right? We saw it before. This is one of the giant spiders, you know? And also when we get close, it also turns gray for some reason. Just the place just turns really gray. I don't know. Time to go. Man, this giant there's a bunch more shades actually. Man. I didn't see these many shades before. I wonder though, you know, sometimes I feel like when I go to this area, I always pass it by, you know, when it's doing a bunch of stuff off screen. Sometimes there's big monsters, sometimes there isn't, you know? I don't know. I wonder if like it's like affected by a day of time or when you like play the game or whatever. Because maybe that's why there's a bunch of shades now, or maybe it's just because we're progressing with the main story. So I got like a tutorial. What's the tutorial? Dark Lance targeting. Wait, what did it say actually? I'm sorry to switch between targeting modes. I thought, oh, for some reason I thought like, oh, I did that already. But actually, it's like modes or whatever. I don't know what that means. Oh, there's a lot more shades actually. I guess it's because it's on our way. It's on the way to the main thing where we need to go, so that's why there's so many shades. That's why there's a bunch of shades here. Ooh, Pahi. There you go. That's Pahi. That's a better version of the ones we've been using before, actually. How do I... Let me just change it real quick. Pahi! Now it has more damage. Amazing. I guess I might as well fight this monster. I fought this monster before. It was really hard, actually. It does a lot of damage. I think you can parry them, though. Ah. I want to parry this guy. Yeah, parry! I was keep getting hit, though. I feel like sometimes, yeah, when you try to parry, though, when you're attacking, it's not very instant. You have to, like... Oh, yeah, like magic damage. That's why this guy's hard. He also shot like a shockwave or whatever when he attacked as well. Does a lot of damage too. I tried dodging there. I feel like, you know, there's always a bit of delay, I guess, when you're attacking him. Sometimes it's better just to like stop attacking, just wait for the thing. Oh, that was a smash, can't block that. You can parry that though. Kane is dead though. Oh. Parry the second hit. Bam! Parry! Ah yes, I love parrying. Oh, did that. I actually fought that monster off screen as well. a few times. It seems like I was thinking like maybe it was like a mini boss or something. It seemed like a mini boss, but no, it's just like a normal, you know, just mob, I guess. Didn't hit anything. At least the one that I was trying to aim at, the small one. Where are you going? Well, you just die. Game just murders you. I used a few medicinal herbs fighting that monster though. I would like more. Just like drop some medicinal herbs, please. Yep, thank you. Ask for it, and then you should, you know, you ask and you shall receive, I guess. Yeah, a lot more shades. I don't know. More than usual. That one always tricked me. These like medium-sized shades, they always trick me by like slamming their arm down before they actually slam their sword. It always tricks me. You know, the spear attack is cool and all, but I feel like it's just not as good as the other one, you know? As the Dark Phantasm, was it? They mentioned like a targeting mode though. Can you like how do you target? Like what does this mean? I don't know, I'm pressing R3. It just seems to recenter the camera, so I don't know. Like I switched targeting mode? I wonder what that means. Or did it... Oh, okay, I just... Right. So like you can target like right next to you on the left, or you can target above you, I guess? Is that what it is? Or can you like change your magic in the middle or something? Actually, I don't know. Oh, okay. If you change it in the middle of your charging, it's just gone. There you go. Now you know. Oh, seems like there's someone there. No spiders, just spiders at the front entrance, I guess. Guess you seem someone important. You have a very pasty face. I don't know, it was blurry like this, I guess. I try to get a closer look on him, but it gets very blurry when he gets close to the camera. But it seems like he's has a very pasty face. I don't know. Maybe it's the filter though. Maybe it's because, you know, everything's gray and everything. That's why. The trees are green though.